Get this.
Yeah.
Tackling a book report on Terry Pratchett's Small Gods. Yep, buckle up because we're about to explore some pretty big ideas about religion, philosophy, all that good stuff.
Not exactly your typical beach read, but that's Cratchit for you. He takes these really complex, kind of heavy topics, and he just injects them with this wit, this satirical edge, and somehow it works. It's insightful and I gotta say, incredibly entertaining.
That's the magic of Pratchett, right?
Okay.
So this deep dive, it's taking us to Discworld, to this city, Phoebe, and, well, we're going to uncover how Pratchett takes this story of a god who's lost his power and just this ordinary novice and uses them to make us question everything about faith, dogma, the whole shebang.
Yeah, and at the center of it all, you have this god Om. And, well, he's in a bit of a predicament. He's lost pretty much all of his divine power, right? And get this, he's stuck in the body of a tortoise. Talk about a humbling experience for a being who's used to, well, being worshipped.
A god is a tortoise. Okay, it's hilarious. And then you've got Brutha, this novice in Om's temple, and he's the only one who can hear Om, right? He's like Om's only hope.
Right. And they're dynamic. That's really the heart of the story. Brutha, he's got this unwavering belief in doing what's right, even when it goes against what the church is teaching. And we watch him grow. He goes from this rule follower to this moral leader, and it really makes you think, is that what true faith is all about? Following that moral compass, even when it's tough.
That's a great point. And speaking of Pratchett's genius,
Yeah.
the book report really highlights how he skewers organized religion. The way he contrasts genuine faith with those doctrines of institutions, the widget ones.
Yeah.
It's brilliant, but it's also kind of hilarious.
Absolutely. He uses satire to expose the ways that power can just distort beliefs. You see it with the Inquisition, this really powerful, and let's be honest, terrifying arm of the church in Phoebe. They're like the embodiment of blind obedience and abuse of religious authority,
Right, yeah. It's scary how some of the characters use faith as a weapon, right? I mean, haven't we all encountered something like that in the real world? Maybe not as dramatic, but those moments when you feel that pressure to conform, even if it goes against what you believe in.
Exactly. And that kind of leads us to another key takeaway from the book. Individual belief, right? The report highlights how Brutha is constantly facing these moral dilemmas. He's got to choose between following Om's instructions or obeying the church elders. And that forces him, and us as readers, to ask some tough questions. Where does true faith really lie? With the individual or with the institution?
I love how Pratchett doesn't give us easy answers. And Brutha, well, the book report makes him sound kind of stubborn too. Is he really a hero?
Ooh, interesting observation. I think Pratchett's kind of playing with our expectations of a traditional hero, Brutha, he challenges this idea that faith is just about blind obedience. He stumbles, he makes mistakes. But in the end, his actions, they're guided by his own sense of morality.
Right. And we can't forget about all those colorful characters in the report. It's like each one represents a different facet of religion and philosophy.
Exactly. You've got your philosophers, your prophets, even your cynics. And they're all adding their own perspectives to this whole tapestry of belief and disbelief. They challenge Brutha and us to consider different viewpoints, to grapple with these big questions.
And even when dealing with these heavy themes, Pratchett's humor, it never fades. Like, remember that part where, well, I won't spoil it, but it's just classic Pratchett, right? He makes you laugh even as you're wrestling with these ideas about faith and what it means to be human.
Yeah. It's really a testament to his skill as a writer. He doesn't shy away from the big questions, but he presents them in a way that's accessible, that's entertaining.
So we've dived deep into this book report on small gods. What's the takeaway? What does it all mean for us?
Well, I think it encourages us to be more critical, right, of those
Yeah.
organized structures, not just religious institutions, but any system of power, and to really examine our own beliefs, to make sure they're truly ours, not just something we've been, told to accept.
That's it, right? It's a powerful message,
Yeah,
but delivered with that healthy dose of humor.
absolutely. And as you go about your day, just consider this. Is it possible to have faith without dogma? It's a question that stays with you long after you finish reading Small Gods. It challenges you to think for yourself,